So if we don't go by the gospel, then we are not restoring God's glory and the kingdom of heaven in a way that is consistent so that it will be believed. So praying this out. My wife has the lying spirit, the false Holy Spirit. She has the spirit of the Antichrist. Now, if I do anything that gives her reason to believe her demons, because that's what they are telling the truth, then that's just gonna confuse her and push her away from me towards anybody that says anything that resembles an agreement with what her demons are telling her. So until she understands her spiritual condition, we're picking up where we left off here, there'll be too many demonic lies to try and unravel. In your kingdom marriages, the prodigal, more than likely, if they are trying to separate or having thoughts of this is never going to work, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be a part of this, that's an indication of a demon that is part of how a thought process filled decision making life based on what you believe or think will fluctuate back and forth, which is what my wife does. When she's around me, I can minister, I can renew her mind. So be grateful if you're in contact with your kingdom spouse. I'm fixing things for you. A lot of repetition and pain is a teacher sometimes, but it avoids more unnecessary suffering. So in my wonderful counselor mode, and understanding the times we are in, it says there will be a whole bunch of demons and they will all assemble together to fight me, basically. So the attacks on your marriage are an attack on the kingdom that you were given, and you need to learn to defend it. Now, we took a lot of time mapping things out. Editing stories. And my paintbrush here. And I am a creator. So, since all power and authority was given to me, I can help. So, using us for an example, we prayed things out. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Now, the first step in helping your prodigal is they need to recognize they have demons. So once they've recognized that, then they need to recognize they need to learn to fight their demons by remaining in my will. So if they have repented in their heart truly, it's going to show. They will be a new creation. The old has passed away. I make everything new. So you'll exhaust yourself trying to refute a demon's lies in your spouse. Don't do that. Just say what I tell you to say. Because I more than likely have already told them the same things that you are telling them. And the more they trust you as the head of the household, the easier life gets, the more they're going to feel loved, which is the entire goal. You want to be pouring love into your spouse. You don't want to get bitter. You don't want unforgiveness. But you know your spouse and their consistency. So you're remaining with me because you know my consistency. So remembering the bride was taken into the air. If you're in my kingdom, you're part of the bride. My kingdom spouses are definitely part of the bride. And prodigals, you're kind of being grafted in because you are the spouse of one of my servants. And then, of course, the parable of the fig tree represents the modern church. So you and your spouse are supposed to be the church. You are weathering a storm right now. You are being protected. I took my people out of the world. And I keep them focused. So helping anyone with their demons, they have to first truly want to serve me and find the joy in that. The joy of the Lord is my strength. And walk with me. That desire has to be there. So wide is the path that leads to destruction, it always will. And until that lesson is learned, but that takes me allowing you to learn that lesson, and that is love. Your kingdom spouse has already learned these lessons. They are a part of my remnant. Now, outside right now, you need to remember the people with the spirit of the Antichrist that's going to cause anger and confusion to rise up. None of those are from my spirit. And I had said each day you're going to have to do something different to fix your marriage. I have a way of breaking these cycles, which is what we are doing. So a lot of things, as soon as you deviate from what I told you to do, come up with your own way of doing it, it's probably not going to work out, because it's going to allow, well, less than my best for you, but it's also going to allow a demon an open door. To mess with your mind, and at the last moment that demon will manifest and sabotage or give you a quick thought and tell you to do this, and you'll do it too fast, and it will end up taking you away from me on a whole different path, and then you're swept up, called sifted. I prayed for you. Satan wants to sift you. What I meant by that is I can hear the devil, especially in people. So you really should be working on your marriage and looking at your future. And the more you're focused and you see the results, because you cannot see the results if you're not walking it out with me, there won't be so much contentiousness and tension in your home, when you are in agreement with me. So that is what you should be focused on. Building your life on the rock. I love you. Learning my voice.